How many seconds in a minute?
60, and no more in it.
How many minutes in an hour?
60, for sun and shower.
How many hours in a day?
24, for work and play.
How many days in a week?
7, both to hear and speak.
How many weeks in a month?
4, as the swift moon runneth.
How many months in a year?
12, the almanac makes clear.
How many years in an age?
100, says the sage.
How many ages in time?
No one knows that rhyme.
"'Twas brillig, and the slithy toves did gyre and gimble in the wave. All mimsy were the borogoves, and the mome raths outgrave.
Beware the Jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the Jub-Jub bird, and shun the frumious Bandersnatch."
He took his vorpal sword in hand. Long time the maxome foe he sought. So rested he by the tum-tum tree, and stood a while in thought. And, as in uffish thought he stood,
The Jabberwock, with eyes of flame, came whiffling through the tulgey wood, and burbled as it came.
1, 2, 1, 2, and through the vorpal blade went snicker-snack. He left it dead, and with its head he went galumphing back.
"And hast thou slain the Jabberwock? Come to my arms, my beamish boy, O frabjous day, callooh, callay," he chortled in his joy.
'Twas brillig, and the slithy toves did gyre and gimble in the wave. All mimsy were the borogoves, and the mome raths outgrave.
A pin has a head, but has no hair. A clock has a face, but no mouth there. Needles have eyes, but they cannot see. A fly has a trunk without lock or key. A timepiece may lose, but cannot win. A cornfield dimples without a chin. A hill has no leg, but has a foot. A wineglass a stem, but not a root. A watch has hands, but no thumb or finger. A boot has a tongue, but is no singer. A saw has teeth, but it does not eat. And rivers run, though they have no feet.
Little orphaned Annies come to our house to stay, and wash the cups and saucers up, and brush the crumbs away, and shoo the chickens off the porch, and dust the hearth and sweep, and make the fire and bake the bread, and earn her board and keep. And all us other children, when the supper things is done, we set around the kitchen fire and has the mostest fun a-listening to the witch tales that Annie tells about, and the goblins'll git ya if you don't watch out. Once there was a little boy wouldn't say his prayers, and when he went to bed at night, away upstairs, His mammy heard him holler, and his daddy heard him bawl, and when they turned the covers down, he wasn't there at all. And they seeked him in the rafter room and cubbyhole and press, and they seeked him in the chimney flue and everywheres, I guess. But all they ever found was just his pants and roundabout, and the goblins'll get you if you don't watch out. And one time a little girl always laugh and grin and make fun of everyone and all her blood and kin. And once when there was company and old folks was there, she mocked 'em and shocked 'em and said she didn't care. And just as she kicked her heels and turned to run and hide, there was two great black things a-standing by her side. They snatched her through the ceiling, for she knows what she's about. And the goblins'll get you if you don't watch out. And little Orphan Annie says, when the blaze is blue and the lamp wick splutters and the wind goes woo, woo, and you hear the crickets quit and the moon is gray and the lightning bugs and dew is all squenched away, you better mind your parents and your teachers fond and dear, and cherish them that loves you, and dry the orphan's tear, and help the poor and needy ones at clusters all about. Ere the goblins'll get you if you don't watch out.
What is pink?
A rose is pink by the fountain's brink.
What is red?
A poppy's red in its barley bed.
What is blue?
The sky is blue where the clouds float through.
What is white?
A swan is white, sailing in the light.
What is yellow?
Pears are yellow, rich and ripe and mellow.
What is green?
The grass is green, with small flowers between.
What is violet?
Clouds are violet in the summer twilight.
What is orange?
Why, an orange, just an orange. There was a naughty boy, and a naughty boy was he. He would not stop at home, he could not quiet be. He took in his knapsack a book full of vowels, and a shirt with some towels, a slight cap for nightcap, a hair brush, comb, ditto, new stockings for old ones would split, oh. This knapsack tied its back, he riveted close, and followed his nose to the north, and followed his nose to the north. There was a naughty boy, and a naughty boy was he, for nothing would he do but scribble poetry. He took an inkstand in his hand, and a pen big as 10 in the other, and away in a pother he ran to the mountains and fountains and ghosts and posts and witches and ditches, and wrote in his coat when the weather was cold, fear of gout, and without when the weather was warm. Oh, the charm when we choose to follow one's nose to the north, to follow one's nose to the north. There was a naughty boy, and a naughty boy was he. He ran away to Scotland, the people for to see. There he found that the ground was as hard, that a yard was as long, that a song was as merry, that a cherry was as red, that lead was as weighty, that fourscore was as 80, that a door was as wooden as in England. So he stood in his shoes, and he wondered. He wondered. He stood in his shoes, and he wondered.
what are heavy?
Sea sand and sorrow.
What are brief?
Today and tomorrow.
What are frail?
Spring blossoms and youth.
What are deep?
The ocean and truth.